opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Coffee Time with Blind United. I'm your guy, Ed, and then we got Miss Brittany with us this morning. Good morning, Britt.
Good morning.
And then Miss Carol. How you doing, Carol?
Good morning, everyone.
And then my brother Pedro back there working them buttons.
What up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning.
All right. Well, we got one interest group for the day. We got a movie night tonight. That's one of the groups that I host. So it's Halloween, and everybody has said they want to do spooky, scary movies all month long. So I got Halloween on the list is what been presented thus far. So if you want to jump in a little early and let us know what your favorite scary movie is and see if that's the one we want. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't it more than one Halloween? I thought it was like 3 or 4 of them.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I say. So they just said Halloween. I said, okay, well, I guess the next question is which one? So, anyway, come on in a little early. It starts at 6, so I'll have the room open maybe, 15, 20 minutes till, and we can let everybody figure out which one they want to watch, and we'll go for it. Get your popcorn and your gummy worms and whatever your favorite beverage is, and we can kick back and enjoy a movie together tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So, all right, well, how's everybody doing this morning? It is Friday, y'all. TGIF.
Yep, it's Friday, guys. About the Halloween, man, they have a lot of Halloween movies.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but
I think it's 5 of them.
No, didn't they have? Oh no, that's Jason. Halloween, yeah, they have a cool bunch.
Well, I thought Jason was Halloween.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. See, I'm getting my movies all mixed up. No, cause I just seen like what was it, Hollywood, Halloween Ends or something like that, or the last Halloween or something like that. I forgot the title.
Well, I thought it was supposed to end like three movies ago, but
He still ain't dead.
It's still going strong, guys. It's still going.
But for whatever reason, Jason keeps coming back. So he's invincible.
Yeah,
Jamie Lee
that's.
Curtis. She's excellent.
So,
Hey, she gets down on that movie, man. I like the last one pretty much. What they call the last one. I wonder if it is going to be true. Any other movies that you seen on Halloween, man? They got a cool bunch out right now.
well, I mean, I'm not really a scary horror flick kind of guy. That's not really my genre. So
Mm.
I like the
don't-
Saw franchise,
Okay.
I know they got a Quiet Place, the beginning. I haven't seen that one yet. Um, they have a cool bunch that I've seen on Zero. I've been on Max, and just since we were doing movie night and talking about TV and stuff, I found South Park and Max with descriptive audio, guys.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
I mean, they're getting a lot more descriptive movies on the streaming services now. I mean, it'd be nice if everything was descriptive, but it's not yet. Maybe one day down the road we'll get there. Just
I,
keep advocating for it, and hopefully one day we'll have it.
Tyler Perry need to get on board. I love all his shows, but they are not audio descriptive. Tyler Perry, if you're
yeah,
listening,
yeah.
anyone, get it out there, please help us.
I only seen a few movies from him. Like the Medea one, a few of those. I've seen a couple other ones with that famous artist that came on Empire. I forgot her name. The one
Taraji
that
P. Henson.
yeah, the one they call Cookie, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Acrimony. That's the movie. Acrimony. You seen that one?
Yeah, I seen that
yeah.
one.
That one's a good movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
We have some comments. Monica said, "Good morning, happy Freaky Friday," and Monica also said, "Michael Myers is Halloween." And George said, "Good morning, Blind United family," and he's experiencing some out-of-pocket eye pain today.
Morning, Monica and
Okay.
George.
Yep. Good morning. Good morning. Morning.
Monica.
It isn't Michael Myers. It's Jason, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. I mean, I'm not. Again, that's not my genre. I keep relating him to Michael Myers was the boy that got something happened, and I don't know. He keeps coming back as Jason. I don't know.
Michael Myers is the dude that comes in their dreams
Okay.
in the movie fuck. Uh
Nightmare from Elm Street.
yeah, Nightmare from Elm Street, right? Oh no, that's Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah, Freddy Krueger. You're
There
right.
you go. Yeah, there you go.
I
Yeah.
get them
Okay.
mixed up. I've seen them and they just blend all together. Sometimes I get them mixed up.
Right. Well, like I said, I don't know because, like I said it off top, it ain't my genre. But anyway, George, I hope your eye feels better, my brother. I know you say it's been bothering you for a couple of days, so hopefully everything gets well. You
Yeah.
feel
When
better
I heard
soon.
when I heard him say out of pocket, I was gonna say, George, you better get him. You better get that eye in line. You better get him in the pocket. Can't get him. You can't let him get out of pocket
Eight
like that.
ball.
Monica commented, "Michael Myers is Halloween and Jason is Friday the 13th."
Friday the 13th.
Thank you
That's
very much,
right.
Monica.
Thank you.
Okay.
Monica knows her things. That's her thing.
Okay. Well, again, I'm not, that's not my genre. So,
Okay, what's your genre, Ed?
action, comedy, stuff like that.
All right, you, Carol?
I like action. I like suspense, thriller. I like a little horror, but it don't scare me anymore. So
Hmm.
I'm more into
Hmm.
suspense thrillers.
Okay, you, Britt?
I pretty much like everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. I'll be all over the place too. I like my comedies though and my thrillers. I've seen some gory horror movies. I'll be like, oh man, the sound effects is I'll be like, whoa. I've seen some movies way out there and stuff. And it's not even like kind of like a horror. It's more like it was like operations and stuff, but it was a movie, it was a storyline to these operations, and oh my god, the sound effects and how they were cutting the flesh, and oh my god, I was like, whoa, you know. But it was under the horror category, but it was like gory, like oof, you know.
Okay. Well, again, pop in early. Let us know what your favorite scary
George
is.
commented, he said, "I'll be honest with you, when he could see, he liked the scary movies because they would show boobies."
Oh, George, awful.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, freaky. That was Jamie Lee Curtis too.
So,
No, why Lulu popped him in the eye.
yeah.
I'm messing with you, George.
Bing.
Uh, But yeah,
So, all right. Well, like I said, just pop in early. Let's figure out which movie we're gonna watch tonight, and we'll run and grab it and get it playing and enjoy ourselves. So,
hmm
we can move on. Man, I'm looking. I was thinking. I don't know whatever y'all think, but I know we got a few different data breach articles in there. Why not make
yes,
it a data breach day?
yeah. Let's start with one that man actually gets all your DNA. You send out your DNA and you think you're safe, you're being good, you're being guarded and stuff. But let's check out what's been happening with 23andMe.
The recent data breach at 23andMe has sparked significant concerns regarding data security and privacy, especially in the field of genetic information. In October 2023, the company, known for its DNA testing services, revealed that it had suffered a major security breach, with hackers gaining access to the sensitive personal and genetic information of millions of its users. The breach specifically targeted individuals of Ashkenazi Jewish and Chinese descent, resulting in the data of approximately 6.9 million users being compromised. This sensitive information was subsequently shared on hacker forums, raising alarm about the broader safety of DNA data and its potential misuse. The breach has drawn attention to the growing risks associated with the collection and storage of genetic data by companies like 23andMe. Genetic information is deeply personal and can reveal details about an individual's ancestry, health predispositions, and even familial connections. The idea that such private data could be accessed and distributed by malicious actors has led to widespread concern among customers and privacy advocates alike. The incident has fueled debates about whether companies handling genetic data are doing enough to protect it from cyber attacks and what additional safeguards need to be put in place. In response to the breach, 23andMe has agreed to a $30 million settlement following a series of lawsuits from affected users. However, this settlement is not without controversy. Some claimants argue that the settlement does not adequately address the severity of the breach or allow them the opportunity to seek arbitration for how their data was mishandled. As a result, a court hearing is scheduled for mid-October to review the terms of the settlement and further discuss the concerns raised by claimants. This breach serves as a wake-up call, highlighting the vulnerabilities in the protection of sensitive genetic data. As the use of genetic testing services grows, so too does the need for more robust security measures to ensure that individuals' private information is kept secure. The fallout from the 23andMe breach is likely to have far-reaching implications for the industry, prompting regulators, companies, and consumers to rethink how genetic data is handled and safeguarded. As discussions continue over the settlement and future precautions, many are left wondering whether enough is being done to protect such personal information. The breach has undoubtedly set off alarms, but it may also serve as a catalyst for much-needed changes in the data security practices of companies handling genetic information. Back to the Coffee Time crew, where we'll keep you updated on this story and other pressing news.
Well, I mean, the really, really bad one about this also, I guess, is you got also, besides your personal, data, but now you also got your genetic information out there like that. I mean, I don't know what a person can do with your genetic information other than, I don't know if it's showing like your family tree or something. I don't know. But it's crazy.
Yeah, it shows your family tree. They could see different conditions that you might develop and things like that, or you may have. They'd be able to know that I have my RP and stuff like that. They could get a lot off your DNA, but even then, um, they still need to protect that DNA, that personal data and stuff like that. And I would have thought they would have had good security for that. You know what I mean? Especially if it's an online database that you have for your company to access and you don't want any malicious activity happening, you need to get those security things. And I think we need new guidelines because even with that AT&T breach that we talked about, what, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago?
Well, it was a while back. I know that.
Yeah. even them, they were leaking data, and this is data that they considered not active accounts. These were they were just trying to keep records. It was just their records, and um their records were back to the what, early 90s that got leaked. And they said they didn't have so much security, internet security on those computers because they were just old records. But old records still contain social security numbers, addresses, first, last name, even birthdays. And that's just that information alone right there is able to log you into like credit report right there if they wanted it. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
I,
right.
I I found it interesting that they are able to, at the beginning of the article, isolate between Chinese and
Mm-hmm.
Jews. How are they able to distinguish between those two and still try to, manipulate your information that you have out there?
Yeah, like what your ethnicity and stuff when they do an application, like all that.
Right,
All that is in
right.
your DNA. All that, even potential upcoming problems that you might proceed in your health or have already. Um, there's a lot of, they could get a lot of information on DNA that has improved a lot. You hear it in police shows that someone that never had their DNA in the system and their child or grandchild ends up in the system or something like that, and they link some cold case murder DNA to that lineage of DNA and able to make an arrest. I've seen that happen before, and that's through DNA.
Right. I remember it was a case in L.A. It was a little while back where I believe it was either I believe it was the son went through the system and they got his DNA, and then they said, well, no, he didn't commit the crime, but he's definitely related to who did. And then they come to find out it was his dad or whatever it was that committed that crime.
Mm,
Yeah. So I mean, DNA is. I mean, right now in my head, I guess I'm going back to, at first, well, what can we do with that DNA evidence or DNA, information? Well, I mean, that's one. I mean, another one would be if somebody was, plotting something, really, really uh, badly, maybe trying to eliminate, target folks of a certain race or whatever, or, all that kind of stuff. That information would do them a lot of good, you know.
yeah, yeah, but even for people that are scamming and all that, let's say they get your DNA, but this is not just your DNA. This has been processed, and you got a paper that gives you a list of whatever your DNA states. Let's say like ethnicity and dictate exactly what country you come from. You know, um, even family members and stuff like that. If you're like put family members as your what's your security question? Name your first child name or name the second child name. That could come in handy for like those type of things. And I'm not trying to get ideas out there. I'm just saying, like, I could give out more, but I don't want to put them out there in the universe. Folks pick up. But can do a lot. And then if you have the record of that social security number for what the full name and birthday, you'll be able to do some stuff.
Well, everything that's meant for good, sometimes people always find bad to use it against us. That you know will cause us harm in the end.
Yes, it's true, but this is more of a security issue that I believe these companies that have so much money, insurance company that they love to charge us why they can't have good security on their computers. Our
Yeah.
information is getting stolen, it's getting put in the dark web, and other factors, that happen with just a data breach.
Right.
Right. Well, I mean, again, cybersecurity is a big, growing component of what's going on out there right now. But at the same time, it's just, hackers, man. I mean, it's all about coding. You got people just sitting there for days and days and days, just trying this code, that code, whatever, trying to create something to get through the firewall. And, they're relentless. So cybersecurity is is an ever evolving, form of security, I guess. You got to, I know on my computer, I get security updates almost 2-3 times a week at minimum, right? So, all I can say, they got to do a better job of it, because we definitely got a few more articles that's basically about the same thing. So, I don't know if you want to move to the next one now, or you want to do the social media stuff, whatever first. It's up to you.
Give me a second.
Okay,
I'll play another article.
The Comcast data breach. Comcast recently faced a significant data breach that exposed the sensitive information of 230,000 customers, including social security numbers, account details, and personal information. This breach, one of the latest in a string of high-profile incidents, has raised serious concerns about data security and privacy. The breach has sparked fears about how personal data is being handled by large corporations, especially companies that manage massive amounts of sensitive customer information. In response, Comcast has notified the affected individuals and is working to contain the situation by providing support services, including credit monitoring and identity theft protection. Experts are advising Comcast customers to remain vigilant, regularly monitor their accounts, and immediately report any suspicious activity. This incident highlights the increasing need for robust cybersecurity measures and ongoing vigilance against potential threats. As data breaches become more common, the stakes are higher for both consumers and corporations, putting pressure on companies to invest in better security protocols. For now, Comcast is actively investigating the breach and working to ensure stronger data protection in the future. With more scrutiny on how companies handle customer data, this case could lead to changes in both policy and corporate accountability across the industry. Now back to the Coffee Time crew.
Well, like you say, another one, man, the Social Security numbers, all kind of stuff. I mean, it's just, they put by their lack of cybersecurity, they're putting all of our data at risk. And like you say, it's all over. I mean, what is that? What do they call that? Fraud? When you identity theft or fraud, whatever. I mean, that's a multi-billion-dollar thing going on every year. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, I guess, just like what I was saying a few minutes ago about, hackers. They're going to sit there and they're going to do everything they can to try to get to this information, because, again, it's a multi-billion-dollar thing. So
Yes, it's hackers, but most entries to these data breaches is due to a worker. A worker might open the wrong email, and then now an outsider got permission somehow to get in through an email, by phishing and other techniques and stuff like that, and the thing is too, it seems like they're like, okay, data got breached, personal data, let's give them fraud protection, let's give them credit monitoring, and and that's all good. The same thing with AT&T, that happened. We gave them fraud protection and all this, and it's all good, and I think for them is, they think that it's better to do it that way than spend on data security. You know what I mean?
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I mean, it's like, okay, to me, it's like having LoJack on your car. Okay, LoJack ain't gonna get your car, ain't gonna stop your car from getting stolen. All it's gonna do is tell you where they stripped it at, you know. So,
Right.
Okay, good
the
analogy.
whole thing is to stop the car from getting stolen,
Hmm.
right? Stop the information from being hacked or stolen, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, you're providing all of this whatever protection, on the other side, but that could actually end up costing you more. I mean, imagine if somebody was got a hold of 10,000 pieces of information and they went out there and they were to, create credit cards or whatever and do something
Yes.
with all 10,000, right? Imagine how much money that could add up to. That's going to be a lot
Yes,
more
but
than
think
what it
about
would
it.
cost you to take care of the security up front. That's my point.
Yeah, but it's gonna cost the user of that company, not the company. So the company is like, we just give them that, and there, let's say a million people data got breached, right? And then these hackers or whatever made these credit cards, right? Now those users of that, the company is not really gonna get anything. It's just, oh, we provided those resources and that back up the credit protection stuff. We did provide that, so that doesn't fall on us if they created that credit card and now all your shit is damaged. We did offer this, and you get what I'm saying. And it's not gonna
No,
really.
no, no, I don't really, because if you have my data and somebody stole it from you, that means that you are liable for what happened with my data. Now, I get what you're saying. You hook up with one of these protection companies, you're doing the credit monitoring and all that stuff. Okay, that's basically insurance. So now the insurance company's got to cover the liability of what gets spent on my name. You see what I'm saying? There's still somebody has to deal with the liability of it. And it's
It's
going to
it's
cost a lot more money on the back end than it would cost on the front end.
it's
Okay.
like a program that they have right down here in Texas. I don't know if y'all seen the commercials where it's about people that are buying your house, even though you live in your house. It's a Norton program that they're talking about where they're able to get all of your information and they own your house now, even though you're living in your house. And they're asking you to pay for this program to keep people from doing this. It's the same stuff that we're talking about right now.
Yeah, it's
I
all.
There's
seen
not
that infomercial.
it's not enough security. They're saying that they can get all of your information, and even though you live in your house, they can purchase your house. They have documents showing everything like they own your house, even though you own your house. And now you got to go to court to prove that you live in your house and it is your house. And this is, all because of hackers.
You
But you're
gotta
paying for
have
the
that. Yeah.
security that really you already should have.
I mean, again, it's the same thing. Like I said, far as I'm concerned, if you had a data breach and somebody got a hold of my information from off of your server, whatever, you're liable. You're
Yeah,
liable.
it should be like that.
You
But just like
know.
the commercial said, obligation, they don't want to let anybody in the world know. They want to settle all this behind closed doors. And they don't want anybody to know. Obligation, is different compared to just facing some person in court.
Exactly. I mean,
Okay.
plus, I mean, again, it's, I don't know, just in my opinion, even if you, like I say, a million people, 10,000 people, whatever the number of people that their data gets hacked into, so you hire one of these folks, like we say, the ID, protection thing or whatever, right? There's still a fee there. And if somebody does happen to, like you say, make a credit card or apply for some credit or whatever the case may be, somebody's got to pay that. Somebody's got to stop that. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm. Hmm.
assuming the responsibility. And I'm assuming now that once AT&T, Comcast, whoever, Charter, whoever, right? So once they hire these people, they basically just paid the insurance just in case somebody, something happens with these people's data, right?
Right.
So I mean, you're not going to be able to go to. I can't even think of the name of these companies right now. But bottom line, you ain't gonna go to them and say, "Okay, well, I had 1 million people's stuff got hacked, got stolen or whatever. What's it gonna cost me?" There's a fee for 1 million people. There's a fee for one person, right? So again, is it more expensive on the back end or is it more expensive on the front end?
I have more questions when we come back. This is the middle of the hour too. I have a few questions on that too. And we'll be right back.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United. Blind United.
You are cordially invited to Blind United's Spooky Evening on Saturday, October 26th, 2024, from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Veteran Foreign War Post 2070, VFW, 825 South Magnolia Avenue, Monrovia, California, 91016. Cross Street is Chestnut. Come and enjoy a fun, spooky evening with games, a costume contest, and Halloween treats with friends and family. 825 South Magnolia Avenue. Cost per adult $25, children $5 to $13, $15, children 4 and under free. The meal will include hot links and a grilled chicken sandwich, chips, potato salad, soda, water, and cupcakes. A cash bar will be available. Door prize drawings will be held throughout the event. Deadline to turn in money is Thursday, October 10th, 2024. You can sell your money to Blind United Incorporated at blindunited2022@gmail.com. All children must be accompanied by an adult to the restroom. For more information, you may contact F.A. Chandra Howard at 909-774-6290 or Cheryl Thurston at 909-821-9589.
All right. Well, again, folks, remember that date has been extended until the 18th. So you do have until the 18th to purchase your tickets for StreamYard. I'm sorry, StreamYard. For the spooky evening. They're starting to come in. I got another one when I woke up this morning. It was sitting in my inbox. So starting to add up, starting to get the folks that's going to be there. Sound like we're going to have us a nice time and a lot of fun. So come on out and put your favorite costume on, whatever it be, and see if you get lucky enough to win this costume contest. I guarantee you, if you come out and hang out with us, you're going to have fun regardless. So I look forward to having that jump off on the 26th of this month. So like I say, get your money in and reserve your spot. So, all right, what you got, Pedro?
Okay. So you know how you were saying that they might use these credit monitoring companies as insurance, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you think in the terms and conditions, I know in some of them you may have to prove how Comcast data breach affected your identity fraud that might have happened to you already. Let's say, for example, all of a sudden someone got my credit card and ran up a bill, right?
Okay.
Now, let's say I want to get into that and tell them, look, I want to claim that this is fraud through you guys, and I have this credit protection, and they come back, well, okay, you have to prove how this data breach, since we did it through Comcast, how this relates to that. You think you have to make the connections like that, or it just protects your whole credit? Because from what I'm hearing, and from what I think, you have to associate both together to make a claim. What do you
Well,
think?
again, in my opinion, if that information was within the data that was stolen from Charter or whoever, right?
Mhm.
23andMe, whatever the case may be, then it's on them. If they had the information, then that connection is already made.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
me, they need to prove that somebody outside got my credit card information, because again, with 23andMe, Charter, whoever, they're the ones that hired the credit monitoring folks, right? To monitor,
Mhm.
because they knew they put our information at risk, right?
Mhm.
So for me, it would be more about them proving that it didn't come from that direction.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And another thing, wouldn't you think to be guidelines after a certain amount of years, let's say 10 years or at least 7 years, if you haven't been an active account holder, that they need to get rid of these records? You know what I mean?
I mean, I do. You're only required to hold on to your tax records for 5 years. So I mean, just on that standard right there, okay, I haven't had an account with AT&T for 5 years. Okay, you need to dump my information. You need to purge my stuff out of your system.
Yeah, like you could keep my account number, whatever. You could keep my name there, but when it comes to Social Security, payment method, all that needs to go. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like Social Security, like, yeah, you could have a record that I was in your company at some point. I understand that part, but when it comes to Social Security and other personal information like a payment method and stuff like that, erase all that. You know?
Well, I mean, I agree, Pedro, but at the same time, you just need to have better security on your system, period. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just straight period. To be, if you holding on to my information for whatever reason, you want to send me a postcard 10 years ago, hey, if you decide you might want to come back to AT&T yet, whatever, right? If you want to hold on to my information for whatever reason and it gets hacked into, then it's on you. It's on you. There's no
It's
doubt
like
about it.
it's like down here in Dallas. I had applied for a Target's card and I got it. Surprise, but I got it. Now I only bought a few things and I didn't use it for a whole year. Now Christmas time roll around and I go to try to, get a few things and they tell me the card has expired. It was a year limit. I didn't know it. I didn't know cards expired like that. But I don't know what they did with that information that I originally applied for. My name, social security, address, all this stuff. I don't know if they purged it, even though the card was no longer valid. Did they keep the information? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But I had to reapply. So I don't know if they got rid of my information or not.
Right, right, right. I mean, I get you, and yeah, those cards do expire, Carol. I mean, every card I got, they got an expiration date on the front of it.
But a year?
Well,
Yeah,
no, I
with
mean,
Target,
again,
Target it was down here. Yeah.
you
Wow.
know, and maybe it was, I don't know. Again, it for whatever reason, maybe it was just, trying to offer something for whatever reason, and because you weren't using it on a regular basis, they weren't
I
really
did
making no
not.
money on you,
Mm-mm.
because not only are they making the money from the actual sale, but by you using that credit card, they also make more money off the interest.
Right.
So, because you're not really doing a lot of purchasing, that might have been their thing. It might be a rule within, the fine print, the whole pamphlet kind of thing that nobody ever really reads that states, if your card remains inactive for more than 6 months, it becomes inactive,
The
right?
messed up part though about it though is when I reapplied, I was denied.
Well, because they know you're not going to use it on a regular basis. They want people to
Right.
use it. Well, they want you to go in there every week, every month, and do some shopping.
No.
So I mean, but again, for me,
But all of my information is there though. All of my
I
information
would not
is
be, I
there.
would not be doubted. I wouldn't doubt that at all. But again, I still say that no, I don't care. If you have my data, you're responsible, and you should do whatever it takes to make sure that your system is secure so nobody gets their hands on my data. It's just that simple. I mean, it should be within the regulations. The guy, whatever federal department is over the top of that kind of stuff, they they need to create that regulation where no, you got to have that security. You're responsible. It's just that simple. So, I mean,
And there was a news story this morning on about AT&T breach, where all of this information evidently has been put out there to where they're telling people, don't worry, your information is safe, but there was a breach. And I'm not understanding how are these people that are not big companies able to breach big companies' mainframes?
because they're hackers, Carol. They're guys sitting in their mama's basement. I shouldn't do that. That's stereotyping, right? It's
No,
people.
because it's not that guy sitting in people's basement. Let's be real about it. There is a business there already. So there's quote unquote companies already fishing for data. They got groups of people that are arming attacks to. We always think it's someone in someone's basement when it's not. These are intelligent people that know how to run these computers. We got millions of dollars on cybersecurity that can't keep these people out. To think that it's someone in a basement is the wrong idea, because if it is someone in the basement and they could do that, why are these companies paying so much for cybersecurity?
Well, I mean, again, you're protected against hackers, and again, I apologize for somebody's basement, but it's the person, whether it's a criminal organization or whether it's a single individual. It's people sitting there and willing to just spend hours upon hours upon hours going and trying different codes, different, programs that they've written, whatever the case may be, trying to get into these systems in any kind of way. Now, it might be part of the team is somebody that's doing, one person sitting there trying to hack in through the back door. Somebody else is creating these phishing emails to where if you open the email, it's kind of the Trojan horse kind of thing. And, there's all kind of techniques because why? Again, like we said, it's a multi-billion-dollar, enterprise.
Yes.
And again, there are, whether it's a criminal organization or I mean, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go there again. One guy sitting in his mama's basement. It's still the same process.
Right. They're still doing the same thing.
They still doing the same thing. That's
Yeah.
my opinion, anyway.
Well, they hold the data hostage for some money and things like that. That's been happening in this group of people and stuff like that. And they I wouldn't do any type of that type of hacking in my basement coming from my router, spamming my IP address and stuff like that. So, to do all this stuff, you need to, you know, make yourself somewhere else. Multiple servers going through different servers before you even come to your target. So it's a complicated process to do
Right.
some
But
of these
that
stuff.
right, I get exactly what you're saying. But remember, they got I forget what them things called, but they can hide your IP address. They can make it look like you over in Europe somewhere.
Oh, the VPN?
Yeah, the
Oh yeah,
VPN thing,
yeah,
so
VPN.
so I mean, again, you can
But those
there's
VPNs are monitoring what you're doing. You got to remember that too.
But
So you got to
the
trust.
question should be, how can we protect ourselves? Because we need things. The world is digital. So how can we protect ourselves?
well, I guess the only way to truly be able to protect ourselves, at this point, would be to go and hire one of those monitoring companies yourself, right? And then that way, if anybody gets a hold of your information, you're insured. I mean, those can't remember the name of them, but whatever. They're insured for up to like $1 million. So that's the only way you're going to be able to protect yourself. I mean, we're not tech savvy enough to go in and create multiple firewalls or whatever that they got to try to get through or whatever, stuff like that, right? So, only thing we can do is hire somebody, basically take out insurance.
Well,
'Cause I just couldn't
personally,
imagine. I'm sorry, cut
Go
it
ahead,
off.
go ahead, Carol.
I just couldn't imagine a world where someone would say that they're Carol Reed when I'm Carol Reed, and they're able to just do whatever they have to in my name, and I have to prove who I really am.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I get you, Carol, but that was happening long before we even had computers, sweetheart. Okay, seriously, it was happening long before somebody get a hold of whatever information you got. They go to your bank and they come to your door talking about, selling newspaper subscription, get your information. Next thing you know, they go to your bank in the morning and they done pull all the money out your account. Right. So, I
Yeah.
mean, this kind of stuff has been going on for
Yeah,
decades.
and what we can do, because these companies data breaches, that's all it's happening within them and all that. What we can do as uh to come to our computers is scan your attachment, invest some money on a license for Windows Defender, scan your attachment, scan your zip files, scan your executables before you even open these files, to make sure they don't have no type of malware or any type of viruses and other things like that. Another thing that you should do is activate your firewall if it's not activated already. Um, I know we sometimes keep information like our payment method on our computers. Um, so keep those things active. Most of the time we're a small target, so we're not really getting targeted. The money is in these big companies, and I don't believe they're sitting in basements. I believe they're sitting in mansions. Okay, so sometimes I believe these people that are doing this, yeah, it's bad, but they're exposing the flaws in that sector of data security. They have them experts in those companies, and all these experts are making so much money, and they're able to still get exposed, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. They do need to hire these kids in
So,
the basement, or something needs to
well,
happen.
let me put it this way. I had a gentleman tell me a long time ago, and it still stands true. Alarms, locks, all that old stuff. They're actually meant to keep honest people honest. Criminals, they're gonna find a way around it. So I don't care what you do as far as what type of security system you create, cybersecurity, whatever. Trust and believe. Whether he's in a basement, whether he's in a penthouse, I don't care. If he's in a mansion, if somebody's got their mind set on trying to break through that firewall and get into their system, that's what they're going to do because that's what they do. You understand what I'm saying? That that's going to keep me, the all of that, the security will keep me, the average person, from being able to get into these people's system. But people that make their money from doing that, they're going to find a way around it. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think about that. So anyway, Britt, we got any other comments down there?
No, nobody loves us today.
Well, it is Friday. Maybe they, going out getting their due done and all that stuff, getting ready for the weekend.
Maybe.
It may be. So anyway, we got a few minutes left. You want to do your thing about Jimmy, or you feeling up to it today?
Sure. The NAMI warm line, if you need somebody to talk to, if you're lonely, you just need somebody to like bounce ideas off of, you're suffering from substance abuse, you can call the NAMI warm line. That number is 877-910-9276. That number again is 877-910-9276. You guys, it's a great resource. Even if you're not in Orange County, I don't care if you're in bumfuck Egypt. Like, if you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. Mental health is really important. And you guys, can you imagine not having a cane? I can't.
No.
I love my cane. My cane has brought me so much independence. My cane has changed the quality of my life. But there are some people in other countries who can't get canes. They are not using anything. They're using tree branches. They're using metal pipes. They're being guided around because they have no other way of getting around. Sometimes they're burdens to people and their families. Can you imagine that? I mean, I already feel like a burden and I have a cane. So, you guys, the You Cane Give initiative, you know what they do? They give canes to people in other countries. So if you have an old cane that you're not using, a cane missing the elastic, cane missing the tip, bent cane, you can go to youcanegive.org. That is youcanegive.org. And you can get a shipping label, ship that cane to Jimmy. Or if you can't donate that way, if you don't have an old cane or you're not blind, you can still go to youcanegive.org and you can donate money. Every little bit counts, guys. It doesn't matter how much it is, it adds up. If you want another fun way to donate to the You Cane Give initiative, you can go to customcane.com. That's custom with a K. And you can get you a nice custom cane. It's like Burger King, guys. You can have it your way. You can get a Broncos cane, red cane, blue cane, rainbow cane, pink polka dot, Disney, whatever you can think of. They got it. Halloween, whatever. So that is customcane.com, you guys. And you can get any type of tip you want, any type of handle. You can get aircraft aluminum. You can get an all-terrain cane, telescoping cane. You can get a cane holster, cane light, cane Bluetooth speaker. So customcane.com, you guys. Please check them out. It's a worthy cause.
Help them out if you can. We truly appreciate it. Again, help us out if you can. There's many ways you can help us. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're listening to us on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, on our Facebook page, please follow, like, share, all that good stuff. If you want to zell us some money, Blind United Inc., use the email blindunited2022@gmail.com. You can go to our website. We have a donation button over there. Like I said, no amount is too small. When you put it in one pile, it creates a mountain. So anything you can do to help out, we truly do appreciate it. So on that note, anybody got anything special planned for the weekend?
I don't know. Honestly, I do not know. We're doing a little barbecue for my better half's brother. Um, so we'll probably be doing that today, and for Saturday, I think we might be meeting up some people over here in the Union Station. I know. I think Greg was this person. I haven't even met him, but I've seen him on Facebook. He's getting some blind folks here at the Union Station. We might meet up, see what's up with those folks. See what how
I
they
can't
do.
remember what time we supposed to do that. You remember, Britt? What time we supposed to meet him down there?
At 11, something like that.
11. Okay.
Okay, well, make sure you guys, if you guys are gonna go, be safe. I'm glad that you guys are meeting in a public place.
Yeah. They meet up in public.
Yeah. Well, we're supposed to meet at Wetzel's Pretzels in Union Station in the food court right there. For those that may not know, as soon as you come out of the tunnel after you get off the train and walking towards the food court, as soon as you come into the food court, it is immediately right there to your right. So, like I said, the gentleman just planning a little meetup, for blind folks to come together and try to network and get to know one another, get people out of the house. And I guess we're supposed to walk across the street over there to Alvera Street and, I don't know, get us a taco or something and maybe do some other stuff, So anyway, let's get all that going on, this weekend. So anything special for you, Carol? Or are you good?
The only thing I got going on down here is the Texas OU game at the Cotton Bowl State Fair. Okay. I'm a little leery now because police was kind of monitoring the fair, and the horse got loose and spooked and knocked down somebody that's still in the hospital. But I plan on going to the game tomorrow. Go Texas, and college football. So that's all I've got planned for the weekend.
Okay. Well, sounds like some fun. So, all right. Well, I guess let me get myself up here, and I know I'm sorry, had something else going on over here. So, get some conversation, some background outro music, something going on. Yeah, I'm trying to get down here, so.
Yeah, so we might meet up at that Wetzel Pretzel, get a little bit of some pretzels with some pepperoni on it, guys, a little bit of cheese. I think that's what they got. I don't know. I need to explore that little area. I was telling Monica, let's explore it, see how the platforms are. We'll probably get to do that a little bit. I'm trying to get more acquainted with that station. Everything runs through that station. You know what I mean? If I want to jump in there and go to Vegas, or I want to go over here to San Bernardino, Orange County, even out there to Riverside, all those trains go there, guys. I need to know this train station. So I think it's a good thing. That's my weekend. Sunday, I don't even know. I need to look at my calendar, honestly, guys. So I just don't know off my head. I keep a calendar. I'm one of them dudes, man.
Yeah, so well, we will be hooking up tomorrow down at Wetzel's Pretzels and see what they got going on. I look forward to trying to connect with some new folks and find out what they got going on with their life and let them know about what we got going on over here at Blind United. So if you have the time and you are available this weekend, tomorrow at 11 o'clock at Union Station, we'll be meeting up right there. So on that note, everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day. And don't forget to come check out the movie with us tonight. All right, everybody, we'll see you on Monday morning. Have a great weekend.